So Skip, as a senior minister, you've had the opportunity to look for and hire youth workers. What are the advantages and disadvantages to looking for someone who's coming out of seminary for this role?
You know, that's a great question, Kelly. I think one first thought for most churches looking to hire is let's post a job wanted notice. Let's get a profile up to our local seminary or Bible college. And there's some obvious advantages to that. There is a likelihood that somebody's already manifested a call and responded to that call by going to a Bible college or a seminary for education and youth ministry. There's the foundational education they've received in biblical information, church history, church ethics, and maybe some courses in youth ministry. So there are some obvious reasons to do that and some obvious advantages to finding a good candidate for part-time or full-time work at or out of a seminary. There are some headwinds that they should be cognizant of. The first is it's so expensive to go to seminary. The run-up of student debt that's so often associated with college and graduate school creates a very difficult dynamic for someone coming out of seminary. Will they be able to pay off their student loans if the employment they take gets siloed as a youth minister? One answer to that is I'll be a youth minister for a couple years till I can become a senior minister and make enough money to pay off my loans, but that's not particularly advantageous for your youth group either, because the transient nature of a youth minister who's really hoping to move up the ladder means your youth group's going to experience this turnover every year and a half or 2 years, and that's going to break the relational development and the cultural development of your group. The final thing is, this isn't exclusive, it doesn't apply to every student, but you should be aware of the phenomenon. What I learned in my law school and then my seminary education was every school habituates its participants to what success looks like. And I call it the what do you want to tell your friends you're doing at the 5th reunion? And at most seminaries, most students, even if they come in with an interest in youth ministry or children's ministry or pastoral care ministry, by the time they come out, they have often, not always, but often been habituated by the notion of we'll know you're a success if you've gone on to great PhD studies. We'll know you're a success if you're the senior minister of a high steeple church. Or we'll know you're a success if you're in a nonprofit area doing heroic nonprofit work. Or we'll know you're a success maybe even if you're in a heroic inner city church or in a third world or second world church. The number of people come out of seminary who by the end of the process really feel called to youth ministry can be slightly low. So there are some advantages to looking at a seminary, but you ought to be a little wise to what some of the disadvantages are.
Right.